Welcome to Wrestling in 60, presented by Cliff Keen Athletic, a show where we present the best matches from around the country's premier wrestling conference, the Big Ten. We begin with our pick at number 7.
Jaxon Smith down from 197, trying to establish himself, as what he thinks he is. I mean, he thinks he is and should be one of the best 184-pounders, but you got to beat a guy like Jaden Bullock. And Jaden Bullock, who has an opportunity right here to get a really needed win for Michigan.
You know, Coach talked about Jaxon Smith still processing the new weight class. How different is that for wrestling?
No, we're out, action.
And it's just a bit of a different wrestling skill set. And I would say that this is a great opportunity.
Jaxon Smith, a two-time Big Ten placer, placed 4th in the Big Ten championships last year, 3rd in 2023. Jaden Bullock, 4th in the Big Ten championships last year.
Warning green, back in. Hey, wrestle in the center. Shut.
This is really an important match because what a program win this would be for Maryland. I mean, it would just establish them in what Coach Clemson and Nick Bracetta and his staff has been working on, building from recruiting. Michigan has built a lot on the transfer portal, and so they've got some young wrestlers that the little mistakes, they've got some development to do. And so right here, this match is going to point us towards which way this meet is going to go.
Yeah, just to show you how far this Maryland group has come. It's Michigan who's won 9 straight against Maryland, but last year Michigan won 9 of the 10 bouts on the road. Michigan ended up beating Maryland last year 38-3, and here the Terps have come rolling to a lead 15-10 through 7 matches. We're on the 8th one.
Go!
Smith trying to get the finale.
No.
Jaxon Smith's explosive, man. He got to his feet in a hurry. Just
He really did. Now, and that's how he does it. Now he sealed off there. That was a great job. So he got to his feet at the same time he sealed off. He had the time before he got to his feet and started working on his hand control. And that's not bad. You need to be athletic like he is. This time, as he was coming up, he sealed off and he was out. I mean, once you're at your feet and you're sealed off so that he doesn't have inside with both hands, you're out. Probably just what gets me is just the effort.
All right, Michigan fans,
same thing. Back to the feet. Comes down to their feet. Who's going to be able to, dictate their ties, their tempo? Nice job. There is where Jaxon found himself and got this side. Great effort by Bullock.
Smith looking to run it here.
Nothing.
Great continuation by both wrestlers.
Nothing.
Nothing yet. They went towards the edge of the mat. Looking to get the first takedown.
Nothing.
And
The call stands.
Yeah, the call stands, and again, nice call by Coach Clemson as far as giving his wrestler an opportunity to reset himself.
Here we go, the final minute. A takedown wins it in the 3rd period. Puts your team in good position if you're Jaxon Smith in Maryland. Right now with 15 team points.
Yeah, this is where you got to really be smart. Bullock can't overextend himself, can't over-pursue, because Jaxon Smith has an incredible super dock, and if he comes in too aggressively, he'll duck it right there. We've already seen the Maryland wrestlers. They've got everything left in the 3rd period, and so Bullock's being smart right here because he's not leaning in too hard. tiebreakers. Now, there's a nice shot again. Nice effort by Bullock. As far as time, these two wrestlers are doing a great job of scrapping.
Short time here in the third.
Nothing. 3, 1, 2. And 2.
Gets the victory. Huge.
4. Here at number 6.
You know, this program has a storied past here with winning national championships, and Brandon was still part of that as an assistant coach under Jay Robinson, and also as a wrestler, runner-up in the country here for the Gophers as well, but and a world silver medalist.
Tommy Askey, two-time national qualifier, spent 4 seasons at Appalachian State, captured a couple of SoCon championships. Last season fell in the blood round, but he's been really consistent. Won over 50 matches the past 2 seasons. And Antrell Taylor, Jim, we'll talk about it with Nebraska, one of a few guys dropping down a weight class.
Yeah, he's got a good explosive shot here, likes to wrestle mainly from distance, and you're going to probably see Askey work hard on that collar tie to close that gap. Nice job by Taylor, just, you know, drop it down there. But you see he likes to be free, right? There's a little touch and go shot there to the opposite side.
Right on that front headlock. Askey, third of the Soldier Salutes. His only loss was to Jared Hill of Wyoming. Then in the semifinals of the Soldier Salutes. And for Antrell Taylor, 8 bonus point victories. But coming off his lone defeat this season, that was a 5-2 loss in sudden victory to Ryder Downey of UNI as Taylor great job with the double unders.
Double underhook, got to the first underhook, then got to the second, and was able to go ahead and catch Askey coming back into him a little bit. Right there, no call.
And Mark Manning challenges.
Shrugs
After officials review, calls confirmed, no reaction time, we're neutral.
Conrad
Score
Duffy.
remains 0-0.
Conrad Duffy, the official today, working alone. The additional official, Jay Cox, was not able to make his flight, so
Center.
one-man show here with Conrad Duffy, a guy that has a lot of experience working at the NCAAs, and so got a good guy on the whistle.
Just over 1 minute remaining here in this first period. No score. Taylor's so close.
1 minute.
Taylor this season, champion at the Cliff Keen Invitational in Vegas, beat Ryder Downey, who, as I mentioned, beat him last week, but beat Downey, the Panther, to win that title. Also won the Navy Classic. Antrell Taylor, 23 wins a year ago at 165, was 5th in the Big Ten, and went to Kansas City as the 8th seed and finished as an All-American in 8th place. 30 seconds to go here in this first period.
Yeah, you can see where Askey has a good reaction now to that underhook, and then Taylor likes to get that right leg of Askey's right there. That's what he's focusing on right now. We'll see if he comes back to it. Now he's once again forcing those underhooks. You know, if you do enough taking of territory here, he might be able to get a stall warning, because you can see that Askey's blocking out with the top of his head, digging that head into the shoulder, now working him into a front headlock. Now Askey has an opportunity to go ahead and
Time.
State champion for the first time in over 30 years at Pine Bush. Works quickly to his feet.
Still red.
nice job here by Taylor, you know,
What escape?
dropping in on the crotch like that. But, you know, the footwork right there of Askey basically running it out. You can see that Taylor was trying to push him off the mat, and he basically made 3-4, you know, quick little steps and turned back in and got the escape.
Taylor, a redshirt sophomore from Millard South. He won 3 Nebraska state titles. Quickly to his feet, skips away, and it's a 1-1 match.
Both these guys did the same thing, kind of work those, cover those fingers, get your feet moving, make a turn into your opponent, and get the quick escape. So, you know, Askey, it looks like he's trying to hunt for a single leg, and the thing about Antrell is that he's got his back leg, that his back leg is the right leg, maybe the leg that Askey would like to go after here. So it seems like it's a million miles away, so he's not getting his offense off and having a difficult time getting to the lead leg as well. Is it right there that Taylor brought up that left leg? So Taylor has changed his stance here a little bit. See how that is happening here? He's changed bringing that left leg forward. We'll see if that gets a shot off of a shot opportunity here for Askey.
Taylor was so close early on to scoring a takedown, working off the double underhook.
1 minute remaining in the third period.
Heavy collar tied there by Askey. Straight on double.
shot.
Right there, he switches off. See, so that's the leg he was looking for the whole time. Now Taylor did a nice job of getting back out of that. Now another shot by Askey. So he's kind of answered the call of the official here to get more active.
Taylor working a front headlock here with 30 seconds left.
Stalemate.
Stalemate whistle with 29 seconds. Each guy with an escape. Handful of toss-up matches in this dual meets. And this is one right here. Both guys ranked top 10. Who will strike first?
Yeah, a little misdirection there by Taylor. Now he's able to go ahead and come through. Now he's got an opportunity to shelf that leg here by Askey. What's he going to do with it? Good balance being shown. Now he's elbow deep on that leg. Trying to sweep it out.
Final seconds. Taylor and his defense will send this to sudden victory. Golden opportunity for the Gopher Askey, but Taylor, great balance.
There's the
Nice
shot.
deep shot, head to the outside. Driving through is Taylor, looking to score and end this match on the edge.
He's got to push him back to the center, maybe get a little bit further up under the hips. There he gets the big lift.
Taylor puts Askey down to the resonance. No points yet. And there's the three and sudden victory. Antrell Taylor 4-1. What a start. Now let's take a look at our pick for number 5.
Bouzakis out of Tampa, Florida, and the number 2 ranked Byrd out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Actually, a very fun story about Byrd. Over the winter break, he went to go visit his girlfriend out in Pennsylvania. Actually trained with a couple of absolute superstars in the sport of wrestling, Jordan Burroughs and Masanasuke Ono.
And was it really to go see his girlfriend, or was it to go train with Olympic athletes? I don't know. Bouzakis gets that first takedown to open up a 3-0 lead. This is going to be a really interesting first period. And there's that one escape. Bouzakis, Byrd. Let's see who gets one first.
Well, Nick Bouzakis out to the early lead. He's 6-0 in duels so far to start this season. Like I said, out of Tampa, Florida. Wyoming Seminary College Prep High School. He's a redshirt sophomore.
And Wyoming Seminary, one of the best high school in the country for wrestling. Bouzakis came there, as you said, out of Florida. That year he's 15-2 with his only 2 losses against ranked opponents. You know, and he had a huge win against one of his rivals, Dylan Ragnarsson of Michigan. So he's ready to go. This is a matchup that I know Illinois was looking forward to, but Bouzakis got the better of Byrd last year.
He's got the better of Byrd so far halfway through the first period. If you're just joining us, we're in the second matchup of the night. The Ohio State Buckeyes got out to an early 3-0 win with a decision win for Brendan McCrone over Illinois' Kalen Riley. Now we're into the second matchup, 133, between Nick Bouzakis and Byrd.
Feeling each other out here. A lot of hand fighting. Look, Bouzakis has that high elbow tie, and that's how he got that first takedown with that little shrug, go behind. So, Lucas ain't gonna let him hang out.
Get out of draft. There you go.
But this is the period you got to kind of weather the storm with Bouzakis. He starts fast. Like I said, these guys love the big throw, love the big money move. But right now they're feeling each other out with Bouzakis leading 3-1 with just under a minute to go in the first period, Tony.
Byrd wanted a shot attempt. Instead, he clears out, and he'll reassess. This is a top 10 matchup here on the floor right now.
Yeah, and this was interesting. We talked to Tom Ryan, and he's got a talented freshman, one of the top 10 recruits in the country from Illinois, Ben Davino. But they chose to wrestle Bouzakis. Looks like they're going to redshirt Davino. Bouzakis is going to be the guy. And 15-2, nationally ranked. Very, very strong part of the lineup here for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Just under 10 seconds.
Lots of hand fighting going on in this first period. After that, was there for 3 days, got to train with Jordan Burroughs and Masanosuke Ono, the #1 and #2 pound-for-pound wrestler in the world. Masanosuke Ono just out there in the United States, first time ever, was just in Philly at the same time as Lucas Byrd. He got to train with both of those unbelievable wrestlers, and coming out of it, both those wrestlers told Lucas Byrd, "We are so impressed by you. You seriously can win against anyone." And Coach Bullock said that it really does something to your confidence when you hear people with that sort of pedigree say something to you like that.
Yeah, and you went out and trained, and a little concerned here early on with how the pace is going between Bouzakis and Byrd, as we talked about. Will the layoff help or will the layoff hurt? Byrd was on a roll, and there's a takedown right off the bat, and they gave it to him. And this match is going to be tied 4-4. It's 4-4 with just over a minute to go in the second period, Tony.
Like you said, now we're at 4-4 in this top 10 matchup. Good roll by Nick Bouzakis, but Lucas Byrd hangs on. Less than a minute here in period number 2. Another good roll. Bouzakis trying to get the reversal, instead will just escape, get the 1 point, and take the lead back.
How soon does Byrd get out, and how much energy does he spend there on the bottom? Bouzakis coming outside, looking for that over-the-top cradle ride.
Bouzakis does have a very good grip of Byrd's head right there. Byrd trying to squirm out of there.
Oh, he's got a cradle locked up, Tony.
But there's the cradle. Byrd does squeak out of there. And there's the escape. Tie matchup, 133 to go. You hear the crowd get loud.
1:33 to go, 5-5 in this marquee matchup. And can the crowd at Huff Hall push it? Looks like getting a stalling call, and there it is.
Yeah, orange out. You wouldn't be able to tell. There's not much orange out there, but that's all right. It's still a loud crowd.
Approaching that minute mark, 5-5 here. Coach Jeremy Hunter out there encouraging Luke and Byrd to get it. He's looking for that ankle pick. They must have seen something, you know, in film that said that ankle pick, because that's exactly how he scored. He keeps reaching for it. So be interested if he goes back to it. Got a hands locked behind you. He's got a little headlock.
A little shot attempt there by Bouzakis.
Oh, and this is what I talked about. Both upstairs, over-under ties.
Bouzakis has a good grip of Byrd's chest right here, trying to get him to the grounds.
You got to be careful here with Bouzakis with that high elbow. Loves to reach for that Byrd's right arm with his left arm above his elbow. That's where he scored on that shrug earlier. 30
seconds to go in this top 10 matchup. If no points are scored, we'll go to sudden victory. There's another ankle pick by Byrd.
Bouzakis got a deep crotch lift here. He's got to come out the back door, Lucas Byrd. One thing he has to do is break his grip. 15 seconds. It's going to be tough here to finish, but he's looking in good shape right now. He needs to turn and windshield wiper his feet. He's in really good position, Tony.
Just need to turn his legs. Oh. He can't uncross his legs. You saw his legs were a little crossed. He couldn't get around the backside, and they will call.
Bouzakis did a very good job fending that off there. You know, as soon as that shot came, got into a deep crotch lift, you know, and defended it very well, and then actually back pressured into him.
All right, here we go. First point scored will be the match here. Early fireworks here in this top 10 matchup in the Big Ten. There's a shot attempt by Lucas Byrd, and there it is. And a little flex to add it. A comeback victory for Lucas Byrd. He'll defend his home floor, his home mat in sudden victory.
Now let's take a look at our pick for number 4.
beat the 6th and 7th seed at the Big Tens. Just came off a 9-0 shellacking of Noto from Lockhaven, who's up at 133. But a lot of dominance from Braxton Brown.
Yeah, right at that 8-game match winning streak coming into this one.
You know, the coach-athlete relationship never gets by me, and it was Coach Nick Bracetta, hand on Garvin's shoulder at the end there. And as Braxton Brown comes in, he's still on the mat. He gets to 3 points. Nice attack there, 3 points. But just to finish that thought, I don't know exactly what Coach was saying, but he's basically saying you're getting better every time you step on the mat. And he's had some losses, but you're going to have those as a freshman. Keep your head up, and I love your effort at the end of the match.
No, we're out.
In the nation, and he'll be missed this year, but guy on the mat right now for Maryland is really having a great start, and he's really tough on top, and so he gets that leg in, and you see him pushing those legs or those arms out. And he just needs to continue to be disciplined and patient here, trying to elevate that leg so he can get the crossface, maybe a Turk.
It's Braxton Brown out there for Maryland, who led this team in wins with 21 of them last year. Also did so in Tech Falls last year with 8. And Coach Clemson said this is one of those matches where we're capable of hunting bonus points because of how good he is on top.
Warning red! Still red, still red.
Can you cut off to a double right here and get the reversal? Nice step over by Wurtz to make sure he jumps in escape. Gave up 1, not 2.
Brown quickly was in on the legs, got the takedown early on in this period. Now can he attack and find it again?
Seeing a little fight there in Wurtz. There's good effort there, and put himself in a wrestling position. And that's what you got to do. Get yourself in wrestling positions and see what happens. Did a nice job of getting his hips underneath him and coming back into that single, cutting off to the double in the bottom position, and then getting the escape. You can hear the Michigan corner say, hey, no, don't be satisfied right here. Score at the end of the period here. You kind of have Brown, who's a heavy favorite here, on his heels.
Well, you asked Coach Bourback, so what's he got to do, Wurtz?
Red, your choice.
You know, Wurtz, if you're going to defend your legs, it starts with your offense. So your best defense is when you are in great position on your feet and your offense is working well. That's the best opportunity to defend your legs.
Agree, neutral.
Okay, now, with Wurtz up to 133, maybe it was a shape thing. Maybe he's going to feel better having eaten all week, and so right now the pace just seems just a little bit towards Wurtz, and pace is going to come into play here with it only being 3-2. Brown was not able to get those, near fall on top, and Wurtz did a nice job of keeping himself in the match, and now.
No, we're out, action.
Brown is looking and seeking his second takedown. A 133-pound bout.
Brown likes to get that 2-on-1 setup. He'll set it up on the left-hand side and take a shot to his right. If he can get that position, he's not been able to dictate his tie as much as he's liked because of the defense by Wurtz. But there, nice job. See, he set up with the 2-on-1, dropped down, he drove through, got to the hips, and that's because Wurtz just wasn't having the hand fighting that was allowing him to get where he wanted to be positionally. So good position, good attack by Brown. 3 more points takedown.
Works on the edge of the mat. Over 2 minutes of riding time now as he flattens Wurtz towards the side of the mat.
What Brown's trying to do is elevate that back leg get that, and if he can get that leg moving back, the shoulders will follow. But it's the end of the period. Nobody's favorite to draw in a duel or a tournament. There's just a regular switch. And Wurtz does a nice job of giving one, not two. But now Wurtz needs to get back in and try to dictate some ties of his own, get his position, which he has not been able to do.
Braxton Brown searching for a little bit of bonus points here at 133 and looking to even up the team score through the second bout.
And you make a good point. He should be. I mean, this is where, you know, the coaches of Maryland want him to know where he is and what his responsibility is. And right now, this is where he should be looking
Wrestling in 60 is presented by Cliff Keen Athletic. Wrestle with the best. Now let's take a look at our pick for number 3. His lone loss was last week against Northern Iowa, fell to Jack Thompson 4-1 in sudden victory. Panthers just really out-hustled the Cornhuskers last weekend, and for that reason, Jim, I expect Nebraska to come out with some energy.
Yeah, no, definitely. They proud program, you know. Heck, earlier in the year, I think they were rated as high as 3rd in the country, and they did not have a good meet at UNI. Of course, UNI, very improved program here. Doug Schwab doing a fine job there. Panthers, and what was it, 31-9? That was a big, pretty much a beatdown.
Northern Iowa, they won the close ones. Lenny Pinto scored a late takedown for Nebraska to win one of the tightly contested matches. No score here, 45 seconds in.
Yeah, Shane, it's getting your team back. You know, I told you this before, but after the Vegas tournament, the week after the Vegas tournament, for obvious reasons, all right, and the week after the, you know, you come back from the holiday break here, those are the two toughest times, you know, to go on the road. And you know, sometimes you kind of got to throw those matches out like an outlier. But
Andrew Sparks, a 3-time national qualifier, back down to 165, where he spent his first 3 seasons in Minneapolis. Last year he was at 174. He was 6th in the Big Ten, 1-2 in Kansas City at the national tournament as a 24 seed. He battled some injuries during the course of his career, but he's looked really good here to start the season.
Center.
Good job by Minto here working that underhook, and he's got his elbow tie. They're up on the tricep right there.
Andrew Sparks didn't start wrestling until he was a freshman in high school as he darts in on a double leg. See Minto there coming up through the crotch.
Yeah,
an adjustment made there by the Gopher.
He's going to go ahead and try to scoop the bottom leg, but you know.
He's out. He's out of it.
Minto locked up pretty tight in the crotch there. When you get in that position right there, you want to keep your chest sealed to the lower back. Remember, Minto is in a bad way here, and sometimes you can kind of do too much. And now he moved off of his grip on the crotch, and now he's got an opportunity. He's given opportunity for Sparks to score. And Sparks can't free his right ankle. Actually, he's got both ankles hooked up now, and to get the stalemate. Winning a national title, but now moving on to coaching, and you know. Good work there by Sparks there on the roll through, but now you've seen Minto here. He's very intelligent here. He's kicking that leg out right there to give himself a better opportunity to go ahead and lift the leg over. And look at Sparks here. He's got that leg elbow deep. Now they're scrambling back through. He's trying to come out the back door.
Trying to free that right ankle. The scramble continues here in the second period.
Yeah. You see the Minto has a good job of keeping his head up in that scramble. Of course, elbow deep on that ankle now.
But you hear the officials saying still green. Sparks building his riding time. Right. Now we're 45 seconds.
Yeah. They're kicking back and forth. And see, that's why Sparks is in this great situation right now.
And there's the reversal for Minto to take a 2-0 lead.
That's going to be tough to call that a reversal given the fact that he's so tight on that ankle.
And you see the challenge break that flies in from the Minnesota corner.
After officials review, call is confirmed. 2 reversals.
Wow. Again, a tough call.
So 2-0, that reversal stands.
Green, stay set.
Minto, just a redshirt freshman out of Cape Coral, Florida. 3-time state champion at Mariner High School. He's the youngest of 9. So he knows how to scrap. He had no choice.
Got a locked hands call right there.
Violation, red, locked hands. It's 1.
Yeah, he crossed over the top there before Sparks got up. Real easy to call.
Now a caution on Minto. Here's another glance at that locked hands call.
Yeah, you can see real quickly here. Blocked him off. Hands touch right there. He's in a quad pot situation right there. Got knee, foot, both hands down.
In that match last week against Thompson of Northern Iowa, Minto did a really good job in the top position. There's a nice mat return. Sinks in a claw ride. Big situation here, Jim, with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, great job of popping his hips in. And, you know,
you hear the count, it reached 3 as Minto now works up inside of 20 seconds. Nice work there by Sparks to tie the match.
really good work there because the quick escape along with the locked hands call basically tied this thing up, and actually Sparks will have an opportunity to go down in the third period. Grab a lead.
An escape would take it, the lead. That's exactly what he does.
Yeah, you can see Minto was looking over at the corner here before they started there. So that's the strategy that he got from the corner. Going to give a quick escape right there. Now see if he can get active on his feet. Good scrambler.
Bubba Wilson suffered an injury back on December 20th. And Nebraska's dual meet with Nebraska Kearney. But Minto's done a nice job in his absence.
Straight on shot there. Sparks coming out the back door. And this time, you see where he's gone tight with the waist right there. He's got the ankle ride. A little bit different way to counter this here for Minto. Now he's going to roll through. He knows what he's doing in here that makes Sparks' life a little bit miserable in there.
Now down to 1 minute. And now you hear Minto danger. Got out of it after the 1 count.
Yeah, and let's keep that right elbow up against that ankle right there. That's going to be a good thing for him. Now he's got the far ankle, and he's in a position to be able to go ahead and get a little bit of an advantage here.
Keep it legal.
Now he's going to be able to kick back in the armpit, but he's kind of a little bit.
Got to be careful with that neutral danger. Another close match. Sparks leading it 3-2. 30 ticks left.
Stall warnings are not a factor.
And I would think if you were Minto, Jim, you want to work from space. And Sparks on the flip side wants to keep him in the phone booth.
Yeah, he does. And you see that tight left-hand collar tie. Now a big underhook there. Guy gets to a low shot. Can he go ahead and finish it in a short time? He's got the leg hooked. And there's the neutral danger call. We'll get the 3.
3 takedown there for Christopher Minto. And inside the final 5 seconds.
Minnesota challenges the locked hands after control is established. That was the case. There was a locked hands on red, 1 green, okay? Green is down, red's on top.
Sparks looking for the escape to tie, but an ankle pick off the whistle. And Christopher Minto, 5-4 decision. Now, let's take a look at our pick for number 2. The national runner-up. Here we go. Winner take all here at heavyweights. Rutgers has never beaten Ohio State in a dual meets. Could this be their night?
Well, they got to beat one
Clean up the grip.
tough wrestler here, Nick Feldman. He's been in this situation before, as you mentioned.
Stalemate. Fingers, guys. Clean them up. Stay
Feldman
out of them,
from Corryville, Pennsylvania, was a 3-time prep national champ at Melbourne Prep. 2022 Junior Dan Hodge Trophy winner. Off to a 10-1 start. He had an injury default to Wyatt Hendrickson of Oklahoma State. His lone blemish on his record. Slavikouski's from Belarus. He prepped at Northfield Mount Hermon in Massachusetts. Began his career at Harvard before coming to Piscataway.
Out of him.
Nice job there by Feldman. He fell a drive, and I think what makes him such an effective heavyweight wrestler is that he is able to go to his knees, Feldman is, and then he drives back up into the man. So, you know, he doesn't just wave at it, and there's power on the second half of this move, the second half of this finish there. He keeps his feet.
Slavikouski was 4th in the Big Tens at Maryland, was a 13 seed at Nationals, placed 7th, beat Iowa State's Younger Bastida in the blood round 8-3 to secure his place on the podium. 15-14, Rutgers with the lead. But then beat the Hoosier this past Friday night.
Feldman gets the quick escape.
Quick escapes are so big, 1-0 Feldman.
Yeah, these guys are getting interlocked with their fingers. You see the left arm, and if they get interlocked fingers like that, it's up to the official basically warn them to clear them out of it.
NCAA National Tournament qualifier last year and an All-American fifth, while taking runner-up
The Clarion Open champion Nick Feldman leading it 1-0.
Pass your hands, speed it up. Speed it up, touch and go.
What a great weekend of wrestling here on the Big Ten Network. This past Friday and Saturday, today. Back at it next week, Friday Night Wrestling. Doubleheader.
Oh, nice shot
there from Feldman.
Good counter there by Slavikouski. Kept his feet moving, kept enough pressure on him, was able to create enough space to dig that left-handed underhook back in there for a counter. But that's what Feldman's going to have to do. He's going to have to look for those openings. And right now his vision's a little bit high, and they do a lot of finger clasping in here. That's really to the advantage, I think, of Slavikouski, but I think both guys really are choosing to be in that. See how they're locked up again now? The right arm of Slavikouski and left arm of Feldman.
30 seconds remain, 30. Much more at stake in Slavikouski of Rutgers. Wrestlers are neutral.
Get down, get inside. Yes, move him, use your feet.
Taking a look at Feldman there. He take a little jab step there to get Slavikouski to start moving a little bit. You know, it's just, again, once both guys are wanting to be in there, and I think Jaron Quincy, the official, is doing a nice job of trying to get these guys out of that. He's got to maybe even stop the match and talk to him, because this is just inhibiting anybody from being able to score. It just both of them just go drift into it so quickly.
And you can see, Jim, I mean, at this stage of the game, these guys are slippery.
Yeah.
1:10 here in this third period.
Good, Yara. Head of the way.
Feldman up to this point has had the most threatening leg attack. No stall calls.
Slavikouski's got that inside collar. He's been effective with that. At least holding position. He really hasn't taken any shots at this point. Yeah.
Don't relax, you're top. He's coming from space. Hey, he's gonna touch and go from space. Watch from space. He's touch and go.
30 to go in that offense.
His best shot right now. He's got his feet working. Slavikouski comes out.
He's got the focus. It's 3 takedown for Feldman.
Drops in on the leg.
let's take a look at our pick for number 1. Here we go at 141. VomBaur and Hardy, and then it's Roberts and Lovett at 149 to close it out. Vance VomBaur finished 8th last March as a 26 seed.
Yeah, it's quite a performance there.
Center.
And you can see him getting better. You know, I remember doing the Iowa-Minnesota match. We talked about this off camera, but the
he did some good things that stood out in your mind.
Yeah, he just went out there and competed real well, and so you had a really good feeling about him going into that tournament. And he was up against real Wurtz, and of course Wurtz heavily favored and all that, but he's been out there and competed the whole match. He's competing right now here. Hardy has an advantage position here. He's really good at sagging down. The roll through attempt. Right,
no points. There's the points. So Hardy on the board first with a 3-point takedown, quick escape.
Just simple little go behind, but Hardy does a nice job of sagging on him on the one side and is able to go ahead and handle the scrambles.
Brock Hardy, 2023 U23 World Bronze medalist. 8 bonus point victories for Hardy this season, 3-1 in duels.
Right, another shot there by VomBaur, now trying to come out the back door in that waterfall position, we call it. Okay, now he's going to go ahead and lock around those legs. He's got to try to roll his head out. Pick a side here. He's picked the side. He's going to try to scoop up the bottom leg. That's not going to work. Boy, Hardy really knows what he's doing in here. Now he rolls his head out to the outside, be able to scoop the leg. He should score the 3.
Green control.
Have another takedown, and VomBaur with 4 unanswered has his first lead of the match. Because Hardy is tricky, he's funky.
Yeah.
1 minute remaining in period number 1.
Yeah, it's a great description. He's got all the tricks, you know. It's like wrestling with an old coach. Got to try to scoop that bottom leg. VomBaur does. See if he can do that now.
Keep it legal.
Hardy coming back around. One thing that Hardy really has in his repertoire, he's always looking for cradles.
Red went under first. Red went under first. No count.
Looking to sit that corner.
Okay.
Still green.
Right here, you're going to drop that right shoulder in there behind that knee. And you can stay in there.
No count there. Red went under first.
Down to 20 seconds.
No count. Red went under first.
I tell you what.
No count. Red went under first.
You understand what he's saying there? He says that Hardy's the one that basically put him in that position. So he's not going to call the drop down on it.
Hardy looking for that late escape. Tight waist there from Hardy, slides a leg in. Hardy, a 4-time Utah State champion at Box Elder High School.
Look at the hip separation right there. That's just a great job when they're down in that crab ride down on the mat. You saw about 6 inches of separation right there. It made all the difference when he came up to his feet.
And VomBaur's got that riding time at 46 seconds, so he's within range of 1 minute. Again, why that quick escape is so critical.
Yeah, until you take a look at this situation now, I'm expecting that Hardy's going to go full bore offense, and it's not like, you know, VomBaur's sitting around waiting for him here. Now they're in a situation there where they've been before, and you felt this position from when you were riding him. So we'll see if VomBaur can go ahead and take advantage of it. You can see how Hardy's kind of sitting back, you know, locked in the crotch right there, but VomBaur has scooped the leg.
Not going anywhere.
1 minute remaining in period number 2.
But I like the way he's been, you know, with his length, he can get to those legs pretty quickly. Dropping, he's been the one that's been aggressive here. And really, it's kind of Hardy's turn to kind of get after it.
2-point match. 35 seconds showing on the scoreboard. We're in the second period.
There's another shot. Head in the middle this time again.
So he's been here several times, Jim. How does he finish here?
Well, he's going to post on his hand right there and try to come out the back door, but Hardy he's making himself so heavy right there, but VomBaur is going to try to create some hip separation right now when he makes the turn.
Danger red, 1. Danger, two.
Hardy's in neutral danger.
Hardy has an advantage right there. I think he might.
He hit a Winn-Dixie?
Yes. Well, he's got the
So Hardy takes the lead 6-5 as VomBaur.
He's got to ride him enough to get the riding time point if you can, but not do it in such a way you're going to give up a reversal.
Takes it over 60 seconds as he has that near wrist.
Yeah, he's probably looking over to his coaches and they're saying cut him. Right back in the shot.
Attack and Hardy corrals the legs and scores the three.
I tell you what, that's both of the ones you just hate to see, you know, telling the guy to go ahead and let him up and then you give up the shot.
Still plenty of time in this one with 1:15 remaining in the third.
VomBaur trying to make the big turn.
2, 3, 4.
Heavy.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute left, 10-6 match as they wrestle neutral. And VomBaur once again, this time he goes double edge to get the takedown.
Yeah, he's got to ride him out here for that extra point.
3, 4.
Look at him drive right through. Now Hardy in a position to be able to drop back and maybe get a reversal.
Still green.
VomBaur remains in control, riding time over a minute for the Gopher.
And he's looking for some guidance right there, VomBaur is. Of course, Hardy knows what he has to do. He's got to go ahead and try to get the reversal, which he does. Finishes that double leg.
This one going back and forth. This has been an awesome match with these two pair of All-Americans. These two will sleep well tonight.
3, 2.
Late attempt there from Vance VomBaur, but Brock Hardy hangs on, 12-10.
What a match. What a match, Shane.
Talk about two guys that came to wrestle. Hats off to both those guys.